Alrighty, so, chapter 13 everyone. You still have one destiny point left. You might need it today. How do you feel?
I'm too sore for this.
You do have the location where a cult usually gathers.
Oh yeah, that's right, we do. Fuck.
I mean, do you really need to get involved with that?
I mean, didn't they threaten us first and foremost?
Yeah, but you think they can deliver on that?
I just realized we'd have to use the car nobody but I trust.
Maybe.
Or we'd have to walk.
Walking all the way to the city is like 300 kilometers, so that's a week in the jungle. That's gonna be a few survival checks for each of you.
By the way, we do have that car from the cultist kid had, right?
Oh yeah, we do. No, wait. Didn't I blow one of those tires out?
No, you blew one of his legs out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Do you want to try and use that?
I mean, it's a shitty car, but it still runs, right?
I don't know, you haven't checked on it.
That's been stolen.
I can check on it.
Okay. Jackalore. Tom. When we left off, it was what, the night? When you had just received a new car and you were ready to, some of you were just getting up, some of you were ready to go to sleep.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. I was going to fuck the sleep.
No, you had just gotten up, actually. The others were ready to go to sleep, I think.
Wasn't it the afternoon? Because after I got into the car and everything, I went and I basically just kind of sat and explored the playing around the fort.
You did that before you received the car, I think. Didn't you?
No.
Okay, then yeah, Tom, you're checking on the car while Frederick is apparently trying to discover any more hidden dangers. You go to the car. The door is still open, the side of it still splattered with blood. The keys still in the ignition. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll roll perception investigation or perception alertness to search the car.
Okay, roll perception investigation.
Difficult 6, I assume?
Yeah.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
There's like a 38 in the glove compartment, along with a half-consumed pack of smokes, a chocolate bar, and some change. There's also like 6 extra bullets for 38.
I'll pocket the stuff and drive the car to the... or no, didn't we already drive the car to the base?
Nope, you left it right where the kid was, and then you grabbed the kid and left it there.
Yeah, but I'll just drive the the car to the fortress.
Drag it.
Drive.
Okay. You try to turn it on, and you realize the key is in the standby position. As you try to turn the ignition to start the motor, no reaction. He must have had the lights on that night, or the radio. The batteries run down.
I leave the car and close the door.
Okay. I assume you lock it. You now have the car keys for one shitty car with a dead
Yes.
battery.
Do I have enough craft to switch the battery in the new Jeep to the old car?
I don't know. You have to. You could try.
Like, I have a decent idea, right?
Yeah, you would probably be able to try and do this.
Is it witchcraft?
Think intelligence.
Oh god, no. A dump stat.
Uh,
It's showing.
Let's
It's
not. Let's not.
okay. Then you don't. Nicholas, what are you doing while Frederick is exploring the amber around this place? Mentally.
I'm going to meditate.
Okay. Alright. That's perfectly fine. Do you have any, You know what? Give me a, wits meditation roll. Okay. Um, you meditate for a few hours and you realize that even though your avatar is full of quintessence, if it wasn't, there seems to be a tiny bit of power starting to gather in the node that could be harnessed by someone.
Hmm. Oh yeah, there's still bad things in the basement.
I mean, it would be a real shame if one of them sucked the power down, actually, yes.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go search for one of the others to ask them if they aren't full yet.
Give me an intelligence occult roll.
don't know.
This would be common enough, so a 7, even though you only. You know, for a fact, having probably trained at the Chantry, that nodes, unless they're specifically reconfigured, tend to deposit their quintessence half in the form of TAS, as in physical form, and half in the form of free floating energy that you can absorb by meditating. Which means there's probably some quintessence solidifying down below as well.
Mm.
Somewhere.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay then. So, for the purposes of mechanics, your node now has one level that isn't devoted to other things, and it's essentially a resource you can fully use. So you get 1 point of quintessence in the form of TAS and 1 point free floating per week. And this is, due to the horrible bloodshed that has released enough life force into the general area to start healing the node.
I too love it when nodes feed off life force that's been spilt unwillingly.
I mean, hey, you could drag more people in there and make some sacrifices to help heal it further. Right now, you have access to essentially a level 1 node, because the rest of it is devoted to other things. Spill enough blood, there's 4 more levels that can potentially heal up. Which is like a total 10 quintessence per week. You could live off of that. Just saying. Think about it.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. So
I
who
mean,
do you-
just because it feeds off blood doesn't mean it's a bad kid, right?
Look, I only have the technocracy just barely letting us keep the node. Dragging people in here to offer them to the node is not going to let that keep.
Depends on if you do it to people or werewolves.
Tempting. Very tempting.
I know, right?
Oh. So now, actually, who do you find for your to go with you to the basement?
Huh. You're probably closer by.
Oh no.
It's up to you. This can be happening when Tom is either, well, probably when he's already back. Also, I'm hearing echoes from you, allied.
Oh well, you know.
Something's derping again, I know.
Stop being so loud. It's that simple. Fixed it, hopefully.
Wow,
something.
sassy. I need to adjust some chances on the random rolls then.
You should just use push to talk. It works for me.
By the way, Jackalor, make a luck roll.
Does Jack get kidnapped by the lion?
Okay. Carry on.
Heavy sweating.
Jack was gonna get
I
raped
mean,
by
I am sweating here. It's fucking hot. 29 degrees.
So,
So
next
yeah,
see.
are you gonna go and get someone?
Yeah, sure, but I'm gonna throw a coin to see who I talk to.
Okay then.
Okay, allied.
What?
I'm going
Oh.
to.
Okay.
Ah, Frederick. I meditated and I couldn't help but take note that the node is producing 3 quintessence.
Alright.
You or Tom might want to refill your storage if you aren't full.
I believe Tom is better suited for that task at the moment.
Your Atar screeches at you. What the fuck is wrong with you? Feed me!
Bro, as you always tell me, get good. It's part of the.
It's also possible that some Taz has manifested below.
Oh well. Alright. I guess in my tired, exhausted fucking state, I'm gonna
You
fight
are
it. Let's
still
go.
you're still in the middle of finishing your mapping, by the way.
Oh fuck that! Yeah, no, I got way too many successes on that to give up. I'll starve. Go tell Tom. Tom's up for that. Really, Tom's up for being a glutton.
Sure.
Thank you though.
Tom is glumly walking back down the road outside.
I'll wait for him to come in.
Okay. Tom, you walk past a shiny car. You can swear it's watching you.
Fucking cars. They never stop them.
It's almost like the headlamps watch you as you go past. Narrowed.
I swear I'll cut its tires or slash its tires.
Maybe it's like
Anyway.
Christine. It can absorb blood as quintessence. Actually, I'm hearing echoes from you as well, Jackalor.
That's because I don't have a headset.
Have you tried sucking less?
No?
Thought not. He walks inside. throwing a dirty look at the new car.
Ah, what time of day is it?
Like 3:30 p.m. It's pretty hot.
Ugh.
It's like early summer.
Well, then the basement should be cooler. Ah, Tom. While meditating, I noticed that the node is producing 3 quintessence. In case you need a refill.
Oh yes, I'd love that.
There might also be some tests down below.
Shit, I don't have meditation.
You can roll at +1 difficulty. It's a skill.
Yeah, I guess. Let's go check it out then, I guess, after I meditate a bit.
Sure.
Essentially, for every leveling node, I'm gonna allow the node to store 5 points of free floating quintessence. It's currently at 1 out of 5. Actually,
Nope.
yeah, no. You failed to absorb it.
Can I
Almost
roll
got
again?
it. Almost got it. And it's gone.
You can try again. You'll spend another half an hour doing that, and difficulty will go up by 1.
Fucking sure.
Okay then.
What happens if he botches?
Horrible things.
Nope. Yeah, I can't do it.
Actually,
So close.
write into the group inventory that currently it's 1 out of 20, not 1 out of 5. Because for storage purposes, I'm gonna count the levels whose income is getting devoted to other things as well. So you can build up a pretty decent charge in there, if you leave it long enough.
What's the date anyway?
Currently like 15th of October. There's a big ass investigation going on in America right about now, trying to figure out who the fuck can we invade for oil and blame it on 9/11. Okay, so about
Out of 20.
go on.
You said 1 out of 20 for the quintessence stored.
Yes, that's free floating stuff. And there's probably task manifesting down below. We're gonna say that, it's gonna be much the same thing. Essentially forcing you to, if you want to not waste resource, you have to harness it at least once a month. So wherever it's forming, it can hold 20 units of that down there.
Okay.
Okay, so let's head downstairs then. After an hour.
He finishes meditating in an hour. He doesn't look happy about it.
Hmm.
Let's say you have another hour and a half left on your big casting allied.
Oh, good. I did a lot of shit for that, so.
Yeah, just hand waving, essentially, let's just say that it's gonna be done by about then. Fuck it. Close enough. So you go downstairs. Where would you like to start the search?
I will activate Prime Senses to try and find it.
Same, I'll activate Prime.
Okay. Roll your senses. Are you doing these as an extended thing or as a quick cast? Not
I'll
a quick
probably
cast, but not as a ritual, as a single spell.
I'll probably do it as a ritual.
Okay.
I will do it, extended. It's a big place, after all.
Okay.
Difficulty 3, I assume.
Yes. Same for you, Nyaxi.
Okay.
Okay. 5 is enough, Jackalope. Normally, the center of the node would be at the warp site, but the power has actually been redirected to manifest in the pool at one point in the node's history. So that's, intercrossing with the physical plane at that spot.
Okay. I guess I'll just. How do I use like do I like roll prime to harvest the task?
Only if you have to use Prime if you want to absorb it into your pattern. Otherwise, I think you can just have it on you when you're casting and use it at that point. And then you don't need Prime.
I'll probably absorb it into my pattern.
Okay, you do need to actually have it in your hands, though. So you're still gonna need to go into the pool and figure out what stuff down there is. You can probably make out things in the pool. It looks like little drops of something that stand out to your prime senses that kind of blend into the rock there, based on coloring.
This is such a terrible idea, but I'll go down into the pool and start trying to get at it.
Okay. Give me a stamina survival roll for diving, because you have to maneuver under the water. Standard 6 will do. Okay.
What do you friggin' do?
Okay, you dive in there and so much physical, and you're not even sure it's real, but there's just this sense of discomfort, almost bordering on dread as you go in there. Like, it's such a bad idea, such a very, very bad idea. But you gathered some of the drop-shaped objects, and you have about, like a thumb's worth of little droplets of what looks to be like black amber, which seems to have a dark rainbow shimmer to it.
Of course it does.
What else, Jackalore? After all the glamour you have spilled here, what else?
Yeah, I know, it makes sense. Fucking Helena are gonna kill us, aren't they?
Um, you're you both have prime sense zone, and assuming that you study these are not exactly glamour, but they're close. Especially to the glamour of the lane. They might be able to absorb it with effort. Normal changelings probably couldn't, and this seems like a really, really weird combination. It's like a mixture of stasis and dynamic resonance, and it's like the energies of chaos trapped into a physical form and locked down, bottled.
Interesting
That's
stuff.
great.
You've literally been pushing this node towards chaos since day one.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, you.
If you could somehow melt the earthbound down, that might heal another level, maybe even 2 all at once.
Oh, fuck, he is right. He's still here.
I mean, with enough quintessence, I might be able to damage the thing.
I'm telling you, I can just send his ass out into the fucking Atlantic.
You could.
But then he's not going to heal the nodes.
He still have to recover his reliquary.
If
Can
you
we
correspond
melt down
him
the-
out, you're probably gonna be sending the reliquary out as well, because
That's
otherwise
what I'm saying. Like he would have to have his reliquary recover or some shit.
Probably yes.
But can we melt down the perfect reliquary of the other Earthbound?
No, we've already dealt with the guy who had the proper reliquary.
Yeah, but can we melt down the reliquary?
You could study that idea. You would have to look at it with magic and determine whether you can get any serious amount of power out of it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to call up Nathan. Nathan, he wants to touch the Earthbound. What do?
Earthbound isn't there anymore.
Nathan is asleep. It's the day, bitch.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, that too.
Fucking time zones. Goddamn it, Nathan, wake the fuck up.
He's in much the same time zone as you, and it's still light outside.
I know.
God damn it. Fuck you.
So yeah, Nicholas, I found this. Show him the totally not dark glamour.
Oh, that looks a bit unusual.
Yeah, I know it's weird, but I guess that's what happens when you do what we have done with the node.
I just raise an eyebrow at that.
I mean, the general stuff that's been going on, you wouldn't believe.
Hmm. Huh. It will
Anyway,
probably fix itself in time.
anyway, I'll put these upstairs. I don't think there's anything else there, but I don't want to dive into that fucking water ever again.
Huh. I'm sure we can find a different method of harvesting those from the ground.
Yeah, let's hope that. Let's hope that.
When you were down there, as far as you could see, it looked like it was slowly seeping directly out of the rock and solidifying.
Just saying we should drain the water away.
Do you
It's a
want to drain the
possibility.
water away?
Probably not.
We will worry about it after resolving more serious problems.
I mean, actually, that's a simple level 2 forces effect to increase, heat in an object. You just might need to spend a while doing it, right?
But then it's really humid down here, and that's kind of. I mean, the water will condense again anyway.
Not if you blast it with enough heat, then you just have a plume of steam disrupting the weather.
It's good to have a local water supply, though.
Go ahead and take a drink. I bet the water's fresh.
Yeah, don't drink from that water.
I'm not
No.
thirsty.
I have to ask because of that question. That's where the fucking guy was in, wasn't it?
Yep, and that's where he
Yeah.
died. Jacklor was literally
Yeah.
swimming in vampire ashes.
Is there?
You're a brave man, Jack Lord.
I know, right? Either that or stupid, but who knows?
Yeah, let's find out. Roll luck die. Okay,
I am so fucked.
I'm just gonna make a note of that. So, you have your task. What do you do next?
Go upstairs, put it in like the box with the where the baby teeth were before, or baby bones.
They were finger bones, essentially one hand's worth of bones.
Yeah, I'll just put it in that box.
By the way, just as a freebie, since you're all living here and all probing it pretty much regularly at this point, the node's resonance is now 3 static, 2 entropic, and 2 dynamic. And dynamic is aimed at chaos.
I mean, it's pretty balanced.
That node is getting way too close to how my guy is becoming, and that's gonna get freaky.
So what did you say? 2 entropic, 3.
Static is still at 3, entropic went down by 1, dynamic went up to 2. And you can also note your current incoming group inventory. You get 1 quint, 1 task per, week. And also make sure that since you're taking the 1 point of tasks out, that it's what's actually stored in the node is at 0. Because it just has to be removed from the pool. The pool can hold 20 units currently before it has to be emptied.
Yeah, you said how much chaotic resonance?
2.
1?
2.
Okay. There, I added it to the stuff.
Thank you, Jeeves.
I'll remove the old resonance line then. Okay. So you head upstairs. Next, keep in mind, you still have 1 major magic item of your choice that you can quote-unquote accidentally find down below. You need to pick something that will be useful to your new character.
Huh.
Bone of Eternal Thirst!
I, I can't really use those.
Bone of Murdering. You can have a demonic artifact with the Death Touch power from Slayers if you really want to.
Oh Christ!
Praise be the Lord.
Not sure it will work on supernaturals, but mortals are gonna be impressed like, dude!
You killed that guy. What the
Oh.
fuck, man? Yeet.
I mean, teleportation would be nice.
Okay. I'm gonna... The easiest way for that would probably be, again, another demonic artifact.
Laura portals, I believe.
Yes, indeed. Well, there's 2 ways you could go about it. There's the lay path, which allows you to essentially, create a shortcut through reality. Which could be useful in accessing the other planes that are near here, probably, possibly. Or there's just, straight up lore of portals.
Huh. Well,
Portals, I think though you need like the same size door, so like there's an oddly specific like thing that you have to have.
You need to
On
have a
both ends.
door, yes.
yeah, right. What's the role for lay path?
The real crappy part of that, honestly, is that you need to have other levels of the lore of paths to properly manipulate it. Otherwise, it's a fairly easy thing. It's deck survival.
Oh yeah, I can't roll. It's 2 dice.
Jesus fucking Christ,
I'm an old man. Huh?
What do you mean it's 2 dice?
I'm an old man, allied.
A fucking cat's gonna break your hips. Oh, not what I'm used to be like, Shunny.
Actually, just to keep this sane, let's not go with lay path and say that that requires to be cast as a ritual. Usually because it needs to combine like lore of paths and lore of realms to make paths between realities.
Okay.
I can let you have the co-locate or teleport power from beans, but the tricky part there is that it requires a fate point to enact, which means that you'll be spending a willpower point to power it. On top of needing to attune to the artifact.
That's for co-locate, I think, right?
Yes, though I think teleport... No, teleport actually doesn't.
Yeah, it's only level 4 and 5 that require faith.
Up to 100 miles for each point of faith she has. So, not that far necessarily. You could probably reach the cities, but that's about it. You know what, we'll base the distance on your arete in this case. So it's gonna be like 400 miles. Or
Yeah,
500.
that's fair enough.
So decent ways.
Provided I know a doorway. Yeah, that seems alright. I think I'm gonna go with that.
With teleport.
Yep.
Okay.
Motherfucker trying to put me out of a job. Oof.
I know, fucking rude.
It's only for personal use.
The only good Hermetic was fucking Nathan. This new guy showed up and he's already trying to put me out of a job. Maybe the node wants more fucking blood.
Okay. So, let me know when you go looking for the item and I'll describe it to you.
I think I'm gonna, if I'm already in the basement, I think I'm going to go now.
Okay. It is intelligence intuition, so we're gonna make it intelligence awareness.
Okay.
Or actually, given how I'm planning to use it, enigmas would be best, but you know, I can let you use intelligence cosmology. Let's go with that. And what you find is kind of like a monocle, except it doesn't actually have a lens in it. And when you attune with it and establish a bond, and when you look at a doorway or a window or archway, etc., you can see how that archway or doorway or whatever resonates with every other similar doorway. And if you know of another doorway, you can try and pick it out in the multitude and just use that resonance to step through.
Oh, that's great.
That's actually kind of good.
Yeah, that means I don't have to walk as much anymore.
Go fuck yourself.
The amount of successes, though, is gonna be different based on how well you know a doorway. The demon must have visited her destination at least once before able to travel with this evocation. So yeah, you need to be able to pick out specific doorway and you need to have at least seen it once in order for this to be. Other than that, if you can't make the necessary amount of success in a single roll, then you're essentially gonna be spending like 30 seconds per roll you make, as well if you cast it as an extended action, so you might just be, for a minute or two studying doorway before being able to make a lock. So keep that in mind. You can only guarantee being able to easily travel to like really familiar ones.
Okay.
Okay, then that's your item. A teleportation monocle.
Attuning takes me down by 1 willpower, right?
Yes, same for your current as well. It's invested in the bond.
Okay.
And you get both the permanent and the temporary point back if you ever break the bond. Okay. So yeah, you rifle through the stuff. And you find an artifact you think has interesting properties, and lo and behold it does. And it's not even dangerous, like... Strangely enough, a lot of the stuff here, go figure.
Yeah, that's very fortunate.
Okay. So Tom ends up putting the task away. You end up finding the stuff, but about this time you're wrapping up Allied. So at some point you probably gather up at the fort. Things outside are strangely quiet.
Every time it's quiet outside, I gotta get my fucking gun. I would have tried to meditate real quick though.
Okay. Give me a wits meditation roll then.
Oh yeah, 3 dice of difficulty. What, 7?
If you don't have meditation at 7.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. You feel the barest trickle of power that's gathered in the node, and you're free to absorb that point of quintessence if you wish. Ah, yes. This is like liquid mad brilliance. You feel the chaos course through you.
Oh, I can hear the voices overtaking me. I mean, hi guys, how are you? I didn't see nothing.
The avatar slowly spins faster, perceptibly so, as you can meditate. That's right. There we go. This is why we came here. Fucking finally.
this that good stuff, huh? So did I drink the same stuff that was in the pool, or did I drink the pure stuff?
The quintessence from a node is always painted by the resonance of that node.
No, I more meant the task that was sitting in the
The task has the same resonance as the stuff you absorbed.
Okay, well, okay. I was just wondering if it was affected by the vampire goodies.
As far as you know, no.
Okay. Oh.
But yeah, it's a weird combination because you still feel that trapped and fading feeling to it. But the trapped thing, that's... I mean, you are trapped in the jungle, that's nothing new. But the chaos, that reminds you where you come from.
Oh, America. Home of the free and insanity. Reminds me of my youth. Where man killed man in the streets and children were hooked up to batteries. Such wonderful times. Question about if you eat a certain type of like the task or whatever quintessence from a node, does that affect your synergy at all?
I mean,
your three
it
things.
For you, since your dynamic synergy or resonance, well, yeah, yours under synergy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they updated that.
It's actually perfectly aligned with yours, so don't worry about it. You're good to go.
Okay. When I hit 5 resonance, I should be worried though, right?
You should be worried at about 3. Right now, it's still a minor enough effect, but any magic you cast is gonna have that chaotic overtone to it.
That's fine. I'm just embracing my mad scientist.
Okay?
Is there a way to purge that or no?
Your resonance?
Yeah, to like lower it back down.
Not easily. It's generally something that goes up, and you would have to go directly against what you have established both as your own nature as a player and the character's nature to really, fight it down.
All right, boys. I'm going to 5. All right, thanks, boss. Now I'll rejoin the glorious fucking 2 compadres that I have.
Okay? There's a bit of a pep in his step. Still missing an arm, though.
Fuck you, Draco. I didn't need to be reminded of that yet.
Well, I guess it's
Anytime
good
you
to
could
see
just
him
have it
happy
healed.
at last.
No, I'm getting the robo arm.
You're not getting the robo arm.
You do not own me.
I'm telling you as a friend, don't get the robo arm. It's a trap.
And I'm telling you as a friend, fuck you.
The Mad Dash check out, Draculaur.
Fuck you too.
You would, you faggot.
Wow.
You and your baby feet. I know what you do to them. But what are you doing with my arm land thing anyway?
I'd regrow it from the stump.
No, the fuck you wanted the limb that was removed. What are you doing with it?
Nothing right now.
You don't want to know.
Uh, I just realized something. You should probably check on that kid.
Yeah, I'll do that.
How long has it
Don't
been since
sound
you
so
checked on him?
disappointed.
Like an hour, maybe. 2.
Okay.
Like a day.
No.
He's more useful to the witch if he's dead anyway.
She's just kind of like, oh fuck, you're right. You better make sure he's not dead.
You walk into the room. The kid is awake and he's just dejectedly staring at the wall. Doesn't even react when you walk in.
I'm just gonna make him go to sleep again.
Okay. Make a roll. That's a level 3.
So -1 because
No,
Minus
wound penalties don't affect Arete.
no, I meant -1 difficulty because personalized instrument and -1 because node, right?
Yeah.
We need a 5. No, 4.
Yes, it would be 4. Okay, he goes to sleep. Draculaur,
When does this start counting?
roll an intelligence survival check for me. Oh no, I lied. That I'm rolling for the kid to see if he's getting addicted because Draculaur's fucking with his brain chemistry here.
Oh no.
Please put me to sleep, Daddy.
Choke me harder. You only now notice the face pattern.
Don't tempt me, Nyaxi. Yeah, no, you realize that you are not using mind magic, you are literally making his system produce drugs to put him to sleep. This isn't a long-term solution unless you want him to go into withdrawal whenever you wake him up.
Screw it. It'll be fine.
No, that would have been cool. Like, if you could keep him asleep all the time, you could have had vampires here.
It's also, you're gonna need to give him water and feed him at some point. It's been like 24 hours since he's had anything to drink, and you had him roasting close to that fire. So he's pretty dehydrated, most likely.
I mean, we have
I
water
guess
in the
I'll
basement,
give
right?
Water next time he wakes up.
I mean, that's 3 successes. He's gonna wake up in another 24 hours.
He'll be fine.
Okay.
Jack,
I guess.
Jack,
No, I can. I guess feed him some water while he's asleep.
But
I don't think I'm
water
gonna
from
let
where,
Tom have
though?
any students.
I mean, we could use the water from the basement. That would be experiment.
I'm not drinking water from the basement. No.
Okay.
Allied, roll a likely luck.
Okie dokie. Eat.
Oof.
Okay.
That was for us, right?
No comment.
I don't know. Why you gotta do me dirty? This poor kid's gonna be torn in 3 ways. He's gonna be addicted to fucking Jackalor's touch, vampire blood, and he's a cultist.
That would
I mean,
be
he only has,
horrible,
like,
wouldn't it?
Poor bastard.
He'll be fine.
I mean,
I just want to
yeah,
point out here, there's a reason why the technocracy said we'll only mind screw up half of your brain instead of all of it. Because I'm the only fucking rational person here so far.
Okay.
Alright, guys, what are we going to do now? Because you're all scared of the car.
Well,
I mean, I'll drive it if that's the only way we can drive.
Ah,
didn't
Tom.
that have a car?
Tom, you should probably give my teeth over.
Yeah, do you want to be asleep for the procedure or?
They've already been removed.
Oh,
Have they? I don't remember you. I remember you
remember.
yelling at him to take them. I don't think he took them.
yeah, I
Did
haven't
he
taken.
not? Is he that much of a disappointment?
Walked away from me. I was assuming that no, it was a no for us.
Just fucking take them.
Okay, so although I rolled to remove his teeth with as little pain as possible.
Oh fuck! This is really bad.
You strength medicine.
He doesn't have medicine.
I don't have medicine.
Bruh, just
I'm using life, for example, to shape his jaw so that the tooth just pops out.
What the fuck?
how about no?
Hey now.
Jackalor. That is perfectly fine. That's a vulgar life for casting. It's gonna be completely painless if you manage to do this.
Fuck it, sure.
You tell him to just take them, and you see him pull out your dead hand and the wand, and you realize you've made a horrible mistake.
Overlapping sounds of fucking SOS and binary noise. You're going botch. She's gonna fucking kill me. Watch.
Let me check my gear and notes so I can see my tools.
He's
So
gonna
bones and remains. I'll use herbs, roots, and seeds, brews and concoctions, and wands and staves. That'll be -1 difficulty due to the wand and -1 from the node. So
Yep.
this will be a difficulty 6, I believe.
Yes. Watch.
Hey, I succeeded.
Okay. Allied, you feel the bones in your jaw start to writhe under the motions of the wand. And you spit out a couple of teeth.
I
Make me a
fucking spit it
willpower
out.
roll at 6 to see just how weirded out you are. Somehow you managed to, not really let it show, but yeah, his posture's oddly rigid.
It's because I thought so. Or I'm just like, I'm like spitting him in his face. Look here! You have enough to fix this!
He puts the jaw back, the bones settle down after just kicking the teeth out.
Fucking like touch my face like, Jesus fucking Christ, you weirdo, what the fuck is wrong with you? I said remove my teeth, not fuck with my jaw.
Yeah, that was the most painless way I could think of.
I would have been fine if you had punched me! What is wrong with you? Why are you weird?
This was the easiest way to do it.
No. I saw you go into your room to get your fucking spice.
What? You're cutting out on me.
I said I saw you go into your room to get the fucking spices.
It's a discard tool.
He didn't
that's
actually
so
use
what?
spices, because that's a discarded tool for him.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Oh, I heard him say spices is one of the tools he had, so
Yeah.
I thought he was using it.
Well, he's, quote unquote, the spell is tied to it, but he doesn't need to actually use it.
Oh, okay. My apologies. Then the fucking bird seeds. Either way, fucking
Gentlemen, who
weird.
has senses running? Of what kinds?
Prime.
I probably still have Prime.
Right?
Weird, if anything.
Okay. Allied. You?
Yeah.
Roll perception awareness at 9. You two at 6. Okay.
So close.
Okay. None of you are gonna get the exact location, but both of you, and you can tell that it's somewhere nearer to the cities on the other side of the state, really. You sense a growing and ongoing explosion of power, like some of the battles you've had over here.
This is bad.
It's a base away.
Uh,
Are we getting invaded?
no,
He
it's
just got on the other side of the fucking state,
Oh, no,
guys.
I know, I'm
It's-
just making a joke about Brazil being invaded.
and you're picking other things up as well. It feels like mortal belief, and usually that doesn't really register unless you're specifically looking at like a church and probing it deliberately, but yeah, you can pick out a vague sense that it's something mortal fighting against something else.
It's an Earthbound. It's a fucking Earthbound.
Is that what you say?
Yeah, because holy shit, it has to be an Earthbound.
Wait, how are you guys? I'm not getting anything. How are you guys sensing shit?
I have Prime senses active.
Yeah, Prime.
Fine. Oh, can I switch real quick and see if they're lying to me?
You can switch, and you can roll again at 6.
Okay.
Actually, Do you have any other? You have a mind shield on, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you wouldn't be able to run more than 2 effects without taking penalties on
Yeah,
casting the
switch
third
spirit
one.
out for prime.
Yeah, you can do that. You don't even have to roll if you don't
That's
want to. But you can roll if you want to try and go for more than 1 success, because these auto castings, I'm assuming they're always 1 success casts.
Difficulty 3 for
I had
everything.
successes on my prime, if that made a difference.
At this point, it would be a different scene.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
that you know that something is going on, all of you can in fact recast with Prime if you. And we'll base it off of that instead, because it makes sense to do it that way.
You said at 6,
Um,
right? For trying to find it.
I think with that many successes on Prime, you at least can definitely try and get a better fix on it.
Alright,
Let's.
So what am I rolling?
You don't need to
For the
roll
difficulty.
anything. Just give me a second.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna take a look at the map and find an appropriate spot. It would be like here. You'd think it's on the river. Here.
Oh dear.
It's a long way away. But at this point, the rest of you, you get a better lock on it as well, and you get a vague idea of the distance, some 300 to 500 kilometers. Actually, you know what? No, all of you are gonna be starting to pick this up. It feels like there's other things joining in, as in other types of magic, other types of supernaturals. You think you're picking up,
Can I watch?
you would have to cast
Like
correspondence.
I'll let my mind shield fucking drop because I have to recast it anyway. It's at like 4 strength.
Okay, you can do that.
So yeah, what am I rolling then for correspondence to try to get the watch this neato batto?
You need a correspondence level 2 effect, so you're rolling at difficulty. We're gonna assume 3 because you have your PDA.
Roger.
Hey, you look in. It seems like there's just this scorched little island in the middle of the river, and there's a group of battered men in robes with wild eyes currently chanting prayers at it, while waves of fire try to blast them away.
I kind of give the others a play-by-play. Guys, there's a bunch of like robed dudes like shouting God is good at the dirt and the dirt's shooting back.
Yeah, that sounds like an Earthbound.
I don't have any demonology lore. I don't fucking know what it is.
I'm just saying that as a character.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's
Of
fucking
course.
Hunters and Earthbound.
It gets weirder, cause you see in the distance what looks vaguely like a gunship, very similar to one you've seen, coming over the horizon, and behind the dudes in the circle you see a werewolf or two start to step out of the amber as well. It looks like a shitstorm is brewing.
Yo, you guys need to get poured because this is about to get bitchin'. Our homies just showed up in their bird. The werewolves have shown up. A fucking order machindering people. It's a hell.
The
Sounds like a fucking
werewolves,
mess.
apparently 2 of them are standing between the rest of the pack and the circle, and the rest are kind of gathering around 2 or 3 figures who are trying to set up a circle of their own and carrying a bunch of what look like old tribal items and are probably fetishes.
They whipped out the fetish team, guys. This is gonna be good. Draco, can they like touch me and I can share this with them so they can watch as well? I know that sounds stupid, but
I will let you recast. You know how I'll do this? You can recast it. You're gonna miss
Okay.
a minute or two of the action at least.
Nah, they're
You-
not worth it.
Never mind that. Essentially,
Yeah, nah.
you can extend the targeting of the spell to one more target per success if I recall the table correctly. So you could, when you're casting it, designate more than yourself as the person seeing it. It'll just need more successes to, kick in. And if it's, one person randomly seeing visions, that's normal, he's insane. A lot of people seeing the same vision at once, that might push it into vulgar territory, depending on where you are in the world.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna enjoy the fucking watches. I'm just gonna give them the play-by-play.
It's
I'm not missing out on this cool shit.
it's weird because, it looks like the monks burning isn't they don't seem particularly flammable. But the werewolves, the fire backs off when they pop out. And there's, like a minute where nothing happens while they're setting up.
Hmm.
And then they get hit. Let me just look up what Holocaust was like.
Oh, they're just. Oh, ooh. That's a spicy one.
I think I would go with Holocaust here because fuck them.
Is this just coming out of the ground, or is this coming out of like other people that are helping fight back?
No, this looks like it's coming out of the ground.
Woo lad.
Oh no, actually, I know what's gonna happen.
Oh.
This is even better. So, the werewolves have all their stuff, and their fur, and all the gloriousness of what's left here, right? All is well in the world. So, let's assume he spent someone trying to fight the priest. First of all, let's ignite things again. And spend a point on mastery.
Oh no.
Actually, how much mastery does this thing have? You know what? No, it seems like there's a lot of people coming here. Let's go mastery 5. Fuck this part of the world in particular. So, that's about, what, a 4-mile radius?
Yeah.
40, then
Wait, hold on.
400,
It's
4,000.
I think it's
No, it's 40 miles. Let's...
Oh fuck. The only issue is that it doesn't distinguish between friends and foes, last I checked.
40 miles, so that's about 65 kilometers. There's at least 2 towns within the radius.
Oh shit. Well, goodbye vampire problem there.
Those are small ones. They probably are werewolf controlled, honestly.
Oh no. Well, fuck the werewolves, I guess.
Okay. Oh, that just means that rocks don't burn.
So
Dry, flammable
I'm
objects like
laughing.
wood or paper might have a resistance of 2, so all of that burns.
Side note, that was what lore was that? That was a lore, right?
Yes, that's lore of
I
5 too.
believe if you really want the dude to be an asshole, I believe you can spend faith retroactively. I'm not sure if that scales homebrew though.
I could,
Just to
but I usually don't. I usually say that you have to spend beforehand, but that's fine. That's not the nasty part.
I just want to see more people fucking burn.
Okay. Oh, this is...
Am I gonna have to save the fucking technocrats again?
He's gonna spend 6 fate points for automatic success on this next one.
Oh boy. Oh.
So that's a total of 9 successes, and you see the fires just turn white hot, and just a jet of them blast up from the ground to land at the gunship. More home in on the werewolves. He's using Control the Flame to make it more intense and direct it towards his enemies.
Oh shit, guys! He's fucking. He's got control of the fire.
The worst part, however, is that the mortals who he couldn't touch, and you still see the fires blasting away from them, you see them starting to waver on their feet. 1 or 2 of them collapse. Apparently there's oxygen getting drained out of the air, because this is a major forest fire by now.
Draco, I'm a madman. I got a question for you.
Yeah?
Can I give them air?
Yes. You would have to remotely rip open a hole to somewhere that has air. So you need 5 or 6 successes to cast at a location which you've seen all of once, and then you will need to connect it from there to another location. So that would be even more successes.
Here's my question then. With the amount of just pure fucking insanity that's happening, is this gonna be vulgar?
Yes.
Because I feel like that area over there.
That just makes the consensus pay more attention. Unbelief is already, trying to home in on it.
Oh, seriously?
Well, when you do shit like this, the whole world starts to go like, wait, this isn't possible.
Fuck.
So it's not gonna be any harder, but it most certainly is gonna be...
Well, my issue is if I take another fucking paradox hit, I'm gonna end up going to 4 and have to. What is it? 4 and then you have to. What is it? 5? You have to wait a month, or is it 4?
No, it's at 6. At 5 is the most you can do before you are boned.
And then each roll for this is gonna be paradox, right?
No, it's gonna be... The extra paradox is only gonna kick in if you fail to complete the ritual.
Okay, how many successes do I need then?
It depends. Where are you gonna connect them? You can get away with 6 if you just run outside the fort and try to connect from there. But if you want to bridge 2 unrelated locations, it's gonna depend on how familiar you are with the second location. It's gonna be...
I kind of want to breach it a bit farther, like not at the fort, but somewhere else.
Okay, name me a
Just in case-
location you're pretty familiar with then that you can use.
The city by the changelings, I guess.
You're not necessarily that familiar with that one either. That would be like 3 or 4 successes that you would need to reach it. I can be generous and say 3, but you're still gonna need a total of 9.
So that's at minimum like 2 rolls,
Yes.
probably.
So
But I don't take paradox for each roll though, right?
No. But keep in mind that apparently it's getting very hot and air is becoming scarcer there. So keep that in mind if they're already starting to feel the effects. If you manage to do this in 3 minutes, they're gonna be fine. Probably some of them. The werewolves certainly are all gonna be okay. If you take 3 or 4, even the werewolves are gonna start being a problem. If you take 5, then
Fuck it. I'll risk it for the biscuit. What am I rolling here?
This is a vulgar Correspondence 4.
Difficulty then 5.
Difficulty is 4 plus 4. And this is actually gonna be with witnesses, because one end is definitely opening in the city.
Well, that's where I'm more like somewhere hidden in the city.
You're not familiar enough in the city to know hidden spot in there.
All right, then can I do the outskirts, like in the like jungle-esque area nearby? So I'm doing stuff.
Like on the road towards the changeling place?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you do that. But I think, yeah, these are mortals and mortals of faith. I think they, well, actually, no, they wouldn't count as witnesses. They've seen enough shit there. The most accomplished of all hunters. So this will up the success needed by 1, so you're gonna need a total of 10.
All right, so 5 at what then?
5 at 7, because you are still technically casting from inside your nose. Actually, are
Is
you
he
using
his PDA?
Yeah, are you using your PDA for this?
My what?
PDA.
PDA.
Yours.
Yeah.
Then it's a 6, because you're using your specialized tool. So, okay, that's 2. That's 5. That is 8.
So they're really struggling now, huh?
The mortals are probably gonna be dead by the time you open it. You succeed on next one, and yeah, you've saved the werewolves. At least from, dying from that particular problem.
I was hoping that like the airflow would be like, because when it's opening, like air can though get in, right?
Oh yes, yes. We said previously that water would definitely come rushing through, and the air most definitely will as well.
Right.
Of course, the heat is also spilling out into the forest near the freehold, but that's a separate issue.
That's on the road, and this is Brazil. It's fine.
Probably not, actually.
Probably. Brazil is super fucking wet, like from what I know.
Yeah, but that's not going to stop a forest fire.
I'm sure it's fine.
Jack Lore, do you know how hard it is to get wet wood to burn?
Except that you're heading into summer, so it's not all that wet. It's essentially heading into the dry season. If I'm not mistaken.
What month is it?
October. You feel free to Google how the rain patterns are in the Brazilian jungles.
I'm going to because I don't think that's right. October. Fuck it. What's 20? What is this? 20 Celsius. I think that's 20 Celsius. Yeah, no, right here, like even right now, thunderstorms 3 days out of the fucking week. 4 with rain.
Brazil, October weather. Okay. That's in Rio. I love that we have to Google the normal weather patterns for this time of the year.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I'm more upset that nobody just has this information on fucking hand from what it seems like. And what year is it? 2001?
Yep.
They don't care about you, fucking Rio. I should have opened up to you, but I didn't. October weather averages. Fucking hell, that's Rio. Fucking.
Okay. Low temperature 23, high temp 33. Precipitation is 42 millimeters, which is shit all, but it's high humidity. So there's a lot of moisture in the air, but very little actual rain.
So shit's still like damp as hell.
It's pretty damp.
If he does it again and I reopen to the same spot, I can totally believe that it's gonna catch fire.
It's more a question of how long you keep open. Keep in mind that he used Command the Flame to make it more intense. And he spent like 9 successes on that.
I'm gonna hope that the werewolves get their shit together.
Okay. And
I'll close it if the other side, like when I look through it, like as an observer, if I look through the other side and I see a fire start, I'm like, oh well, fuck.
So are you keeping the sight over that place up, or are you keeping the prime senses up?
I can look at both.
Then you would have been taking an extra +1 penalty to your casting of this.
Well, no, I mean like I can look at both now, can't I? Yeah, using colocate. Yeah, function hour. Must add. Oh, I have to add -1 to the effect apparently.
Colocate is an entirely different thing. You are using essentially viewing things from a distance. That's one effect. Using prime senses. That's a second effect. And this would be a third effect. Okay.
I would have gotten rid of that.
Okay, then the prime senses are off. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Thank you. Yeah, it looks like the mortals have collapsed, and the werewolves seem to be trying to beat out the flames on what you assume are the Theurges, and yeah, one of them is repeatedly striking a spiral fetish staff of some kind on the ground. Give me an intelligence werewolf lore roll at 8, if you will. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to figure this out necessarily, but judging from the fact they're natives and from what little you catch from them communicating, like just random words here and there, these might be Uktena fucks trying to put it to sleep.
Come back to sleep, motherfucker! Go to sleep! No! Sleep!
In the distance, you see the Technocracy gunship has righted itself and is limping away from this thing.
They outie.
Hey. Hey. Seeing that the fires don't seem to really affect this thing all that much, you just see that the water is slowly starting to rise and it looks filthy. It's just blackening as it flows over the island, and the werewolves are just backing further and further away from it.
Can I get the humans out of there?
You don't have a way of getting there. If you had enough forces, you could try and correspondence a force effect to push them through the gate, but casting this, it was 5 rolls. You took like 8 minutes at least to get this up. The humans, there's a good chance they're dead by now.
What? Well.
This is a ritual casting. 5 rolls.
Okay.
It's a.
That's not what I was gonna get at. Can't I turn like life? Oh, can't I shut the? Are the fires gone now?
The water seems to be putting them out on the island, but you can still see the forest starting to burn more and more. Now that the fire has been kickstarted.
Does it look like the werewolves can get out of there?
They're not going at the moment, but yeah, the gate is close enough to them that they could jump through.
Oh, they're gonna try to fucking skedaddle through my gate.
One of them is kind of just You see one of them just gingerly step through with one foot, lean through, look around on the other side.
Fucking whatever. Poor Inquisition dudes. I want to save them, but I can't run any more fucking things.
Okay.
Oh wait, could I try to turn it? Could I turn Prime on? Not Prime, Life 1 on to see if there's any humans still alive?
Okay, roll it 4.
Okay, so it's 1 above then, so it's 4.
You're gonna need 5 successes for this because you're trying to peer into a area far away, so this would be combined with correspond.
Okay, so I need to roll again then.
Yep.
Yeah.
The werewolves seem to be chanting happily when one of them just snaps up, looks in the distance, and then just barks something out at the back. Did you pick up Portuguese yet?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Then you understand what he said. He just says, "Danger, horrible danger, we must go."
Are they running for my fucking portal?
No. One of the others snaps at him. Where? He just points at the sky. They look up for like couple seconds. Then they seem to reach a decision and they all start running for your portal. Some of them supporting the tier that was using the spiral staff.
Are they? Wait, hold on. Did they? Somewhere else?
They are going through your gate.
No. When they pointed at the sky and said danger,
Yes.
did they point at where I'm looking from, or?
No. They pointed straight up.
Oh, okay. Did did my shit get turned on?
Prime or life?
Yeah.
Yeah. It does look like the mortals are pretty much dead. 1 or 2 of them are kind of hovering on the edge, but you're pretty sure that as much stress as has been put on their system, their chances of surviving, even if they're pulled out, aren't very good. At least without magic.
You could teleport them over here. I could heal them.
Wait, what are we
Mission.
importing? Just.
Like open up.
I'm just like, don't worry about it, guys. I'm doing my thing again.
You did take 1 vulgar for that portal, or 1 paradox for that
No, I
portal.
know. I already tipped it up to 4
Okay.
paradox.
Good. All the werewolves go through. What do you do?
I guess so. Is there anybody left?
Just the dying mortal or 2 that are on the ground.
Why you gotta do me dirty like that? I guess I'll shut it behind the werewolves once they're through.
Okay. You do it just in time, because about 15 seconds later you see the streak of light coming downwards from the sky, right towards the island.
What the fuck?
And then you just see white. Burning, blinding white.
How can it be so bright in my mind? How is this even possible?
You two still have prime senses on, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You sense the techno magic nuke going off in the far distance.
Well, apparently the technocracy didn't like that place.
Fuck that about in particular.
Oh, I just fucking like slum it like son of a bitch.
You see just smoke from his eyes.
I'll
Fuck.
attempt to heal him. Do I need to heal him? Do you need healing?
You might need to heal him.
But yeah, I'm asking him. Do you need healing? Your eyes are smoking.
What do you mean by eyes smoking?
You can't see shit right now. Your eyes hurt, ally.
Oh.
I mean, he certainly looks like he needs it.
Yeah, I'll heal him.
I kind of like look like, what the fuck?
You
Guys, I'm
have...
blind now.
You essentially count as having taken a point of lethal. If you try to fondle your eyes right now with the magic glove, it might be quick enough that you can recover your eyesight without needing to bother Jackalor. If you wait, he's definitely gonna be needed to fix your eyesight.
Let me try then to fondle my eyes.
Okay, it's a difficulty 6 stamina medicine.
3 dice at 6. Alright.
You know, their bound really left them no choice. Wildfires everywhere. Well, better pretend that a meteor hit. NASA fucked up.
Is that enough?
That is enough. I said 1 lethal point, you heal that. Your eyesight recovers.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Well,
Well,
there
everybody
were
there,
problems that way.
everybody there but like the werewolf pack is dead. And the technocrats.
How did the dogs survive?
Oh, they cheated. I was trying to help the humans that were fighting there, and they fled through the gate that I made for air.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that was not its intended purpose. It was to try to help the humans that were getting fucked.
That's not good.
No, actually, I love how every one of your characters just has this burning hatred for werewolves.
I mean, Nathan had to learn this hatred the hard way. Nicholas got to start with it.
He got to start with the hate. He didn't have it formed during the campaign.
You only adopted the bigotry. I was born into it.
I was a moron, but I like to think that like Nicholas has like a deep has a dark secret, and it's actually he's like a werewolf himself.
Werewolves can be
He's just
mated.
a bit. No, you see, he just runs off fetishes.
God's fucking...
But he just plays it off as he's a mage because he was abandoned as a kid.
You need Jesus.
Fucking, I just saw what happens if you follow Jesus, okay? And they got their shit rocked.
So, yeah, they're just gonna blame, like, a meteor for all the destruction. Made a crater. Seems plausible. Fragments splitting up, setting everything aflame.
Who am I to question the wisdom of my overlord, the technocrat?
Okay, what do you do
Well,
next?
guys, that was certainly an interesting thing to watch. But fuck that.
I'll bring the teeth to the Talain now.
Yeah, no, go ahead and do that. Well, I'm glad that we're not the only ones getting fucked in here in Brazil.
Oh well.
Okay, Jackalor. You go to try and reach the lane. You arrive, assuming that you want to go through with it, at an archway with a door set in it, and next to it are 2 stone gargoyles. You can see that they are in fact alive and not inanimate stone like they appear to mortal eyes.
Yeah, can you like ring the bell to inform your boss that I had the teeth he wanted?
To open the door, you must place your hand in the mouth of one of us. One of us always tells the truth, and the other one always lies. One of us will bite your hand off, the other one will open the door.
I'm pretty sure that you're lying about you're the one lying about the door opening.
They they spoke that part as a chorus.
Okay.
It's a common enough conundrum. You can roll wits enigmas at like 6 to resolve it. If you have enigmas.
I don't have enigmas.
Well then, Jackalor, I hope you remember the solution.
Shit.
You know, Trods sometimes have special conditions for opening them. Go figure.
Fuck it, I'm a life mage. I'll put my hand in one of them. All 50-50.
Okay. Roll a luck die.
It's my hand gone.
Okay. You feel stone teeth crunch down.
Yep. That's not the right one.
Then you see the gargoyles blur, and they look slightly different. They're still gargoyles, but they're not the same gargoyles. And they give you a different riddle. It still involves putting your hand in one of their mouths, though.
Fucking hell. I'm guessing I took a point of lethal damage.
You took like 2.
Okay, I'll attempt to heal that.
Are you just trying to heal that, or are you trying to regrow your hand at the same time?
I'll regrow my hand inside the node, thank you.
Okay. It would be slightly easier to regrow it at the same time, because you're gonna take like 2 successes to regrow it, and 2 successes to heal the lethal if you do it separately, but you can do it for like 3 successes if you...
Okay, I'll do it at the same time.
Fine, fuck it, I'm a life mage. Let's try my luck.
Yeah. So difficulty 6, I presume?
No, this is pretty vulgar. It's just without witnesses.
Yeah, so that would be difficulty 6 with my wand.
Then it would be 6. Okay. Assume you keep chanting.
Yes. Fucking hell.
Okay, that's a failure. You can keep going. The difficulty goes up by 1.
That's a botch.
That's a botch. This will inflict paradox unless you spend a willpower point to keep going despite the botch, and difficulty will go up by another 1 to 8.
I'll spend the point of willpower.
Okay, then roll at 8. Okay, and you manage to regrow your hand. 3 hours later, there's 8 hands from Tom inside the door when he finally manages to open it.
That only gave me... How much paradox did that give me? 1 per roll?
No, you only get 1. The rest are temporary that only kick in if you actually fail the ritual.
Oh, okay.
So if you hadn't managed to succeed with 5 rolls, because I'm assuming it's a minute ritual, then it would have failed and you would have taken it for all the rolls.
Oh, yeah, that would have been brutal. Good thing I didn't fail.
Yep.
God.
I'm now at 7 paradox. Good luck, me.
Because I'm radioactive.
Can I do the last bashing level at the same time?
No. But
Aw.
it would be gone by now if it's just bruised.
Yeah, okay. I'll remove it then.
If anyone has any, like, bashing left, you can heal that. By now, it would have been worn off. Don't think anyway. So, Jackalor, how do you intend to bypass the riddle this time? You want another luck roll?
I'll ignore it for now.
Just gonna go back?
Yeah, because I'm not much for enigmas apparently.
Motherfuckers, they used a door and a riddle, your two weaknesses.
Yes, I know, right? I can't cast punch anymore. I'm not a werewolf.
Right! The fucking doors! Okay. So, you return to the fort. The teeth are still with you. Are you gonna tell them about this embarrassing happening? Apparently not. So, gentlemen, what are you two doing?
Just looks at Nicholas. Hey.
And let's see what's on the bucket list. No, we can't do something about the car because Tom didn't tell us that the battery is empty. So we also can't deal with the cold on our own.
You could go downstairs and take a refreshing swim. Or swim in the river.
It's
Oh yeah, by the way, don't swim in the water for a while. It got really filthy from what it looked like up there, and it might flow this way.
It probably won't. Well, actually, it might. Those rivers might actually connect. Never mind.
There's still that evil thing in the basement.
Which evil thing in the basement?
I mean, out of character. I don't know if I know about the coin in character.
Well, why don't
No,
we
you
take
do.
a break here while we wait for Kraft to show up finally, Jackalor to get back, and you decide what you want to do next.